I've fallen, and I can't get up.
Play a pretty important role in society, and if you don't think they do, well,
why don't you put up your dukes with your grandma in their prime?
yeah, your ass getting folded. Oh wait, but first I'm going to be talking about both my grandmas, and it is important to note that I call one of my grandmas Go-Go and the other one Grandma. So that's how they're gonna be distinguished in this video. Low-key. In this modern society, grandmas be raising kids low-key. I mean, like, think about it. Nowadays, it's not one parent stays home while the other one's a breadwinner. Nah.
Both parents gotta
Go to work or else they ain't gonna be able to put food on the table.
So,
Who's gonna watch the kids while they're gone? A babysitter? Nah, that costs money. Now, a grandma who loves their grandchildren so much, hell yeah. And it's safe to say that both of my grandmas took care of me when I was a baby boy, and both of them are very religious, especially my grandma. Whenever I would go visit my grandma, and still to this day, she would take me to a church. It's also very important to note that this is the stance where my two grandmas are very different in personalities, because my grandma hates Halloween. Well, my Go-Go, I mean, she doesn't really have a problem with it. I mean, the holiday where you go get candy in funny costumes
is the Devil's Day.
Now, it's not like she's like most grandmas or Christian people. I mean, she was actually willing to hand out candy to me. Meanwhile, my Go-Go tends to get offended way less easily. I'll give you an example. When I was visiting my Go-Go, she took me to go see Thor: Love and Thunder. Pretty...
If I'm being really generous, that movie's mediocre.
But anyway, I watched the movie, and if my grandma saw this movie and knew that I wanted to watch it beforehand, I'ma keep it a buck. She is taking me back to that church and having me get crucified because she gonna think that there's some demons inside of me, bro. If it was up to her, we'd probably be watching the Minions as the most edgy show in the world. Meanwhile, Go-Go, she don't care, even if you swear. I mean, like, of course, she's not gonna, like, let you go up to the dinner table and then just say every single obscenity. No, I mean, like, she's realistic with swearing. I'll give you an example. Once when I was a young jit,
and by that I mean like a year ago, I was visiting my Go-Go.
and my little cousin, I don't want to use his real name, I'll just use Macaroni. Basically, I let him play with my Nintendo because I brought it. However, after an hour or so, the homie Jack was all like,
Hey, yo, Nash, wanna play a bit of Minecraft? And I'm like,
yeah, sure, I can play that for a bit. And I'm like, all right, Matco, I'm gonna have my turn now. And then he grabbed my Switch case and drew on it with a pen. And I was like, why the f would you do that?
And he was like, oh, I'm gonna go tell on you.
So then he did, but then my Go-Go was all like, what the f did you expect? You drew on his private property. And both of my grandmas would give me gifts. And the gifts varied between both grandmas. My Go-Go would keep it plain and simple. Money. Meanwhile, my grandma would get a lot more creative with the gifts. Like, I distinctly remember that one time she bought me an Angry Birds playset, and my god, was I a happy young whippersnapper. That was such a good day. Also, I'd probably say one of the best gifts my grandma gave me was definitely the sweet, sweet Lego helicopter. Look at how cool it is. And it came with this, I don't know, Yoshi? I mean, it's crazy to think that grandmas were out here giving us little kids gifts. And also working for free. I mean, think about that. Grandmas are willing to raise a bunch of little turds all over again because they love them so much. And I think one of the main advantages of being a grandma to a child is that you could spoil them all you want and you won't have to worry about the consequences. I mean, most parents with money who are smart wouldn't want to spoil their kids because then, well, they'll get spoiled. And parents know this, but they're not gonna have to deal with the consequences. Because at the end of the day, when they leave, it's only your parents left. And now your parents have to be walking around in the store denying you of every toy you ask for. Well, you continue on blabbering why you love your grandmas more. Also, grandmas be standing on business. Once he's not my brother. He's biologically, he's my half brother. I don't see him anymore. He was manipulative. He was the worst. Yeah, so I'm not gonna refer to him as my brother. I'm gonna refer to him as, you know what, just insults. So anyway, this jerk was in my room being a nuisance. And I was like, please get out. And then my grandma was all like trying to pull him out because he wasn't coming out. And then this dickhead accidentally pushed my grandma so hard she started bleeding against the wall. And since my ass balls didn't drop yet, I was pretty shocked and for a second thought I was dreaming until I realized, nope, that is real blood gushing out of my grandmother's head. And I just sort of sat there and froze. Also shows how much grandmas are willing to do for their grandchildren. I mean, like, the fact that you're gonna be willing to pull somebody
Damn well knowing that they might be able to
push you for the sake of your grandchild is really sweet. Although, to be fair, I guess my, that dickhead probably should not have created that environment where an old lady is fearful that she might get pushed over. Still, both of my grandmas would love playing board games with me. And also, my one grandma would bake cupcakes with me. And we would get to bake a cake together every once in a while. And man, was that fun as hell. Anyway, grandmas play a much more important role in society than people give them credit for. So I think you should go love your grandma. And grandmas, if you're watching this video, which I hope you are, I love you, grandmas.